Now, the way that all of this information and all of these elements come together is fairly simple. First of all, I'll have a solution to the brief. I'll have done enough research to be able to come up with a good answer. I'll have worked out everything that I could say. But now if I've got my profiling on these individuals, I now know what I have to say in order to make sure that the person listening recognises that their career is going to be further enhanced by adopting my recommendation, and that they feel really good about working with us on this particular solution, because at a very deep, much deeper level, they know that we have value matched with them. And then if I can overlay the whole solution in the language that matches the corporate needs of what the chief executive or what the board are trying to achieve with this overall business, and I've demonstrated a much broader understanding of their needs in terms of the technology and the regulatory things and what their competitors are doing, that then changes the game, because most of my competitors, we've just stayed with the little picture. I've looked at the big picture and shown how my little solution actually has an enormous impact on the big picture. That's what helps me to differentiate myself between me and the competitors, because if it's a 4-horse race, I want to turn it into 3 horses and a gazelle. I think one of the great things about this book is that it's multi-purpose. First of all, it's entertaining. It's a darn good read. It's a good yarn. People have fed that back to me. They like all of the anecdotes. They like the stories. They like the quotations. They like the war stories. But the other thing they get from it is a step-by-step guide as to everything that you need to do in order to win the pitch in order. So there's a lot of checklists in there. The other thing they like is that they take out of it actually a deeper understanding of human beings. When I mentioned the sort of profiling that we do, we've also got sections on how to overcome objections. It's actually quite a good self-help book. Even if you never get involved in a pitch, you can read this and your relationship will be better. Your career will be better, because you'll begin to understand people better. You see, my whole life has been in the advertising business, which is basically trying to understand what is it people want and try to find a way to give it to them. That's the best definition I know of marketing. Find out what people want and give it to them. The problem is most people don't take the time or the effort to understand what their customer wants, what their partner wants, what what people want out of relationships or products and services. So it's more than just a pitching book. It's a darn good read with lots of other helpful tips that will really help to make your life better, not just your business better. If you gave this book to a team of people who were about to go into a pitch, that what they'd be able to take out of it was, first of all, a very detailed checklist about everything that they need to do in order to win. The second thing they'd have is they'd have a whole new language. They'd understand about why they need to have a pitch doctor, a pitch leader, a pitch manager, a scribe, all of these things. But knowing what you have to do and being able to do it are two different things. People quite often say that strategy's easy, execution's hard, and that's right. Lots of textbooks have been written with lots of checklists. It's an understanding of why you're doing it that's important, and that's why it's so important to read the book. It's about the attitudes that you have to embrace and what's behind understanding all of these things and how to use these tools and why you use them that's so important. That's why you need to read the book in order to understand how to follow the checklist. But if you do, I guarantee you that your success rate will increase.